Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. So this video is about realities and what level you are on in this Earth experience, which I'm now seeing more and more is like a game. And you know that my generation particularly has had an obsession with video games, and I wonder whether this has stemmed from the fact that actually we knew we were coming into a sort of game, a simulation, and people don't know it, but they're remembering. They're remembering the fact that they've entered a game through gaming itself. And there are multiple levels to this experience, to this reality. And I can say that for a fact because I've been through them. And a lot of people at the moment are talking about a two-world split, that we've got basically the awakened and then the asleep. But what I'm seeing is a three-world split. And this has become very apparent to me through a number of events recently. So yes, you have got the mostly asleep, brainwashed people in the Matrix, in the primary Matrix. Then at the other end of the spectrum, you've got people who are starting to anchor in fifth dimensional consciousness, which is a state of being, by the way. It's not a state, it's not a destination, it's not a separate dimension. You are anchoring in a state of being, of expanded awareness, basically. And you are activating your dormant DNA, your light body, everything like that. And this group is basically experiencing bliss right now, oneness. They are feeling so connected to everything, to nature, and they are just seeing beauty. And I have to say, this is what I'm experiencing. I feel like I'm in the Garden of Eden right now. And this is where I'm going to talk about how I became aware of this second group, because when I was talking about the weather and talking about the rebound in nature that I was seeing, that I'm still seeing now, it angered a lot of people, and they were saying, absolutely not, everything's dying, it's horrible, this is a poisoning, they're blocking out the sun and all this sort of stuff. And I was just seeing everything is absolutely flourishing. And I was out, I'm out in the field a lot with my work, and it's just what I was seeing. And I couldn't believe the difference in perception. And I suddenly became more acutely aware. I knew that this existed, but I was more acutely aware of the fact that there is this group in the middle that are caught up in a secondary matrix, where basically they've been programmed, and their like even more so than the asleep, they've been heavily programmed, and their perceptions and beliefs basically are that everything is out to get them. They're living in a permanent state of paranoia. Everything is created by the 1%, which is abdicating your power, interestingly. Nothing's created by the 1%, it's all created by us. So that's another deception in this group. Basically, the world is doomed. We're heading into a dystopian future. This is a real problem, but I will say there is no judgment, because this is part of the game, and you have to experience this darkness. You have to see this evil to see the light. You have to have this duality. But the challenge then is you have to work on your awareness to realize that actually there's far more to this. And I couldn't believe it when I started to see this. I went, oh my God, I've been brainwashed again. I've fallen into another matrix. And I realized at that point that I was moving into another level of the game. Because it's only when you move to the next level, really, that you see the past level that you were in. When you're actually in the level, you don't really see it. So this is all happening right now, and it's not just with the weather. I don't know whether you all remember the fact that in the UK, I think it was last month, we had the Northern Lights, which was visible all around the country, basically, which is unprecedented. And my immediate reaction, my instinct, my intuition was that this was a sign of a frequency shift, a massive sign of upgrades of the ascension process, this natural organic process. This is the level that I feel I'm in now. And then I was shocked when I saw a load of things saying, oh, it was all HAARP. I'm going to be very careful with what I say. It's all controlled, it's all synthetic, it's all fake. And I suddenly realised that there's a large group of people that are sucking, without really knowing it, sucking the life force, the enjoyment, the beauty out of everything. And that was very illuminating. So again, I'm not judging, but that's exactly what they're doing. And this is about now becoming very, very aware. And this is the gift that you have with awakening. Because with awareness, you get choice. Okay, the more aware you are, the more able you are to make conscious choices about where you're placing your energy and what your perceptions and your beliefs are, because that's what's ultimately creating your reality. So this is what really taking your awakening seriously is about. It's about noticing when you're slipping into states of fear, when you are experiencing moments of oneness, and which one you want to choose. Are you going to choose fear, or are you going to choose love? And I'm not saying we shouldn't choose fear at all, but people are slipping into states of fear far too much. And when you are anchored in fifth dimensional consciousness, and when you are totally present, there is no fear, it doesn't exist. And when you experience both of these states, you'll always want to choose love. So I hope this has been helpful, and I hope it's made you think about where you might be at. And I'm fully expecting far more levels. I'm not saying I've got to the top at all. I think there's multiple levels, and it probably goes on and on and on, because we live in an infinite, a world of infinite potential. And the more you open up your perception, the more you open up potentials and possibilities in your reality. It's just how it works. So I hope that's been helpful, and I will see you very soon in another video.